So in the previous video, I had used BookBub to create an ad. I used this option here in the right-hand corner. And what I did is I created an ad for one of the books that I've written. It's titled Introduction to Jewish Theology. And what I did is I created an ad that was focused in on religion and spirituality as the topic, or the category. And then I picked Max DeMont as the author whose readers I wanted to target with this particular ad. So now we have some data. Now you can see here, if you remember in the previous video, I set the daily budget at $1. Now, most of the time, BookBub will recommend something like $5. I like to do $1 just not to spend too much money. You can see here that I spent a total of $5.54. This is over several days since the 22nd, so it's 5 days, basically $1 a day. And then the click-through rate has been 1.21%, total clicks 9%. So looking at the stats, it's actually not a bad ad. Anything above 1 is usually considered to be successful in terms of clicks. Now, whether that actually generates sales, that's a little bit more complicated. You'd have to keep track in Amazon KDP to see what's going on. What I wanted to do is I wanted to show you, this is all time. So this is a review of all of the clicks and the percentage of the clicks that have come in. So for example, I started on the 22nd, I had a 1% click-through rate. It jumped up to 4%, that's really good. And then for some reason on the 24th, it jumped down to 0. I didn't get any clicks. So you can see that it's sort of going up and down. What I'm looking at really is that 1% as the marker. If I hit above that, I'm probably going to keep that ad. I may tweak it, I may create versions of it, variations based on different copy, the text that I use to sell that particular book. But this is just a few days of feedback, if you will, some basic information, and it sort of helps to start looking at the information as it gathers steam. You may, take a week, 2 weeks, whatever it is that you feel is comfortable for you. That's something that you could probably, determine based on the money that you have. There are some ads, for example, this one here, Forgotten Origins. It's 0.96%. I consider that to be fine because, I see the proof in the sales that I have. Forgotten Origins is my top-selling book. Comes up as a bestseller on Amazon frequently. And in any case, you could see the number of impressions, the number of clicks, and of course, all have different ads that run for different books. Maybe several for one book, but that's just one example that I wanted to highlight. In any case, we'll look at some other options in the future, and I hope that this gives you a little bit of insight into some of the stats that you need to be concerned with.